at it again. Goal today is to set up trail cams again. The last 2 times has been a failure. I think I got them set right this time. You would think it would be a simple task, but it's a little more complicated than I thought to get these cameras set just right. So I'm hoping that I've got it this time and I'm able to get some footage. Last time's mistake was one I evidently didn't turn on all the way and didn't do anything. And then this one, or the other one, I had the sensitivity set. I didn't check it, and it was set on, very sensitive. And I had over 1,000 photographs and videos on it in an 8-hour period. So it was picking up every slight little thing. So I've kind of made some changes to hopefully mitigate that and make sure that the timer on it's good and stuff like that. So, but gonna set those up today and leave them out for about a week and see what happens. Fresh batteries, everything. So I found a secondary creek bed that I did not know was here, and we just got rains. Last night we got some pretty good thunderstorms and some heavy rains, so we're starting to pick up some water now, and which I'm hoping will bring more animals out to come to this area to drink. There's another riverbed maybe a couple 100 yards that way, and it goes way back. That's where I was headed, and then I saw this. I was like, I did not know this was here, where it kind of V'd off, and it's a more secluded area. So I'm going to set up cameras in this. I'll show you what I'm looking at. So here's and I'm actually standing pretty high up above it. So we've got this bottom that goes through there, and goes, and then it turns and goes back through there. So I'm going to set up some trail cams or something to see if I catch anything coming to drink water and stuff like that. So but I really like this area. And I am seeing game trails, so that's a good sign. That's a good tree, but I don't know, it's so obvious. All right, guys, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do as far as where I'm going to set the cameras, and I will be back momentarily. Hey, guys, still looking for a good spot for my cameras, and I'm about, I don't know, 100 yards from where I was filming a little bit ago, and I was walking the riverbed. Didn't see a lot of prints, but not really surprised because of the rains that we had and stuff. It would cover anything. But I noticed this funnel point that was going into the woods, and right across the funnel point there's an arch. I don't know if it's significant. I haven't looked at it too closely yet. So this might be a good spot to put the cameras. I'll show it to you. So I was coming from that direction. That creek bed is back there, and I saw this area back here. It's hard to tell on the camera, but it's the woods kind of create this little choke point, and then I saw this arch right here. Trying to get a good look at it. I'm not really seeing anything significant or anything holding it down. I don't want to really mess with it. It's not shoved in the ground or anything, and there's nothing holding it down. But it's a pine sapling, kind of like this one right here, and it's right up against that tree, and it's just curved here. So, don't know. So I can either put a trail cam straight down there, which might not be a bad idea. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put a trail cam right there, because this funnels right into there, and I might get a good shot. And what I'll do is try to figure out a cross pattern where I can do another camera. So technically they're picking up the same subjects, just at different angles and stuff like that. So, all right, guys, be back in a moment. All right, so got the trail cam set up. I'm down here by the water now, looking to see if I find any prints or anything like that. So I'm down by the water, which is probably 4 or 5 feet below, where I was at. You see up there, I have one trail cam somewhere over here and on that tree line right there, and then as you go around to that area where the arch is, I put a trail camera down there. So this one's kind of shooting towards me, that one is shooting towards there, so kind of crossing each other up in case something comes in there. And then I came down to this river, and you see how it'll circle through and it bends around right there. So I'm just walking it to see if I see any prints. I found some deer prints and some small animals like raccoon or something. But we had some pretty bad storms last night. So a lot of this stuff got covered up. But I at least wanted to walk a little bit to see if I'm finding anything significant. I don't know if that arch is going to be significant or not. It didn't look, significant to me, but it was just significant enough that I would say, okay, I'm going to put a camera over here just in case, and go from there. So, but I'm not seeing anything too significant down here at the water. But we will see. All right, well, I'm gonna look around for a bit, and then I've accomplished my goal for the day, was to get out. It's unbelievably hot. I mean, it's probably, I got out here before 8 a.m. and it's probably, I haven't checked the time, but about 9:30. I've been out here probably about an hour and a half, and I already start to feel the humidity. I already start to feel the heat. That bug on the screen. And so I'll probably, from here on out, June, July, and August, it'll be short trips in the woods, just a couple hours at a time, because it's just entirely too hot to stay out here. And I do bring water and stuff, but humidity just eats you up. So, all right, well, let me start hiking out, and I will talk to you guys in a few. So I was following that little creek bed. I'm in an area I haven't been in before, but since it's dry, I decided to check it out. This whole area you see behind me, okay, that creek is right there, going right there. You see it in the tall weeds right there. That creek goes way, way, way and just keeps on going. And this, what I'm on, is more of a fire break that they made. You can see over here that they've done a controlled burn in the past. And at some point, they'll do a controlled burn on this side. So they'll need those fire breaks. But all of this, every bit of this, in the rainy season will be underwater. This whole area will be inaccessible. So I'm going to take advantage of it and just hike down for a little while and see what it's like before it gets too hot. Since I won't get that opportunity again in a while, so we're going to check it out. It looks like it's a, those are tire tracks and stuff like that, but it's actually, they come through during the dry season and they cut this the fire breaks every year for the upcoming season. So it's not really a road or anything like that. It's just they come out here and do the tractors back and forth, and that's FWC and stuff like that that takes care of that. Like I said, this is a side that I've always wanted to come to, but it's always underwater, always. And this side is really thick, very, very, very thick to break brush. And that side right there, as soon as it comes back from the fires, it'll be the same way. It'll be very, very thick. So they do it to burn down the undergrowth so we don't have a lot of fires and stuff like that. So the other day I posted on the Bigfoot Florida guy Facebook page the temperature. I keep trying to find these shady spots. There's 103 heat index already, and we haven't even started summer yet. School's not even let out for the summer. I don't think we officially hit summertime until the 1st of June, I think. And that oven is already set to broil, buddy, I swear. We're just in the preheat. All right. That's pretty far away. All right, well, get back at it. I got some animal prints. Some raccoon. Got some raccoon going on. And that looks like a fawn, little baby deer. There's an older deer print. So they're using this area right now. They probably got the same plan. Let's use it until the waters come. I tell you, the birds are very, very active today. Very active. There's a good print. So there's definitely deer. It looks like they're coming out of the burned area, probably feeding on fresh growth, new growth, and then coming across. Whew. Oh, this thing goes way back there, I tell you. Oh yeah, you can tell this goes underwater. See how it all of a sudden the substrate changes? Stand here in the shade. But see all that wetlands grass? It's a different style of grass. And it has these little brown things on the top. That grows in very, very wet areas. So you can tell that this area is going to be underwater once the rain's coming. Oh man. See how far back that goes, and walk that. Like I said, once the rains come, this what looks like a road is actually going to be basically another creek running through here, because I've checked it out in the past. I just couldn't go 5 feet into that direction. Thought I saw something move down there. I'm always on the alert, always looking. Even when I'm talking to you guys, I'm always looking. But the direction this thing is going, I'm pretty sure it has to stop at some point, because there's a gravel road in that direction. I've never made it all the way to the gravel road, but I've seen it on Google Earth. Because like I said, this area is really, really big. And but there is a road, and then once you cross the road, it's back to another forest, and that goes all the way into a state park, and then just, of course, the state park keeps continuing for a few miles. So it's very, very large area, huge. So I'm pretty sure this has to end at some point, because I don't think there's a place. I have to go down there. I might do that today, drive down that gravel road and just see where it goes. See what's back there. Never been back there, so. But I don't think I'm going to go too much further. I think I'm going to pretty much see most of the same. But man, if this could stay dry, I mean, it would be fantastic back here. All right, so got some prints here. They're very small, probably I can see toenails, so that tells me it's canine. But then this one right here looks totally different, so that might be a bobcat. And then it's that right there, you can see the toenails, might be a fox. I bet that floods out. That's just creepy looking back there. Right now I could walk it, but it's definitely can tell that that's a that will flood. You can see it's going downward. Let's see here if you can see it. It goes down, and it looks like it goes that way. It kind of goes around the bend. Looks like something up there. I'm gonna go as far as that tree line, and then I'm gonna turn around and go back, because I am pretty far from the truck. So yeah, it's getting sloppy through here. You can already see it's already, water's already starting to build up. It's pretty wet. I don't think I'm gonna make it over there. Here's another cutoff. And it goes back into there. All this will be underwater. All this will be inaccessible. I really want to try to get over there. All right. Looks like it's getting kind of sloppy, but it's a pretty neat formation. And that's created by water flow. That's all created by water flow. You can see it. So that tells you this all is going to be underwater at some point. Okay. This is the first time I've been over here, but let me move out of the way and show y'all something. Just noticed there is a trail cam. It's probably like the third or fourth one I found out in this preserve. I mean, granted, I put up mine, but these that I find like that are very, very, very expensive, and they are literally locked to the tree. So I try not to go in their path, because I don't want people knowing what I'm doing. But that was a surprise. I'm glad I caught it instead of walking that way. But somebody is definitely, and that's not like hunter's trail cam. Mine are like hunter's trail cams, you know, small, camouflage, lightweight, nylon strap. That thing is large. It's like 4 of mine, and they're got a steel cable that they you know, ratchet to the tree really tight and lock it up. I found them at other locations out here, same exact ones. There is a sticker on them, and I took a picture of it so I can research what organization that was putting these cameras out here. And I don't know what I did with that picture. I tried to find it one day, but I don't want to go messing with these cameras. So, but this area under FWC, strangely enough, is classified as a biological research area. FWC comes out here, checks things out. I've seen them out here. I've seen the National Geographic, or not Geographic, National Geological, you know, the ones that do the monitor earthquakes and stuff. I've seen their vehicles out here, which was weird. I brought it up in past events where there's these signs, looking behind me, these signs on the different entrances saying that the areas are monitored by cameras 24/7. And then mysteriously, those signs disappeared. And but yet, we're still finding cameras. The signs aren't there anymore, but we're still finding cameras. So that's awkward. But you know, when they say biological research area, that's pretty wide open. I mean, that's a pretty broad term. Everything's biological, so they could be studying tadpoles all the way up to bears. Who knows what? They just leave it as biological. So, but I'm surprised I found another one, another camera. So that's 3 different entrances that enter this area, and 3 different locations I found, on those 3 entrances I found cameras. So, oh my God, is it hot. All right, well, I want to try to fast track it back, so I'm going to walk a lot quicker because this heat's getting pretty bad. The humidity's really skyrocketed. And I'll touch base with you guys when I get closer to the vehicle and stuff like that. But did what we needed to do and got the trail cams out, so I'm happy about that. So I'll see you guys on. All right, guys. Whew, what a hike. Back of the vehicle. Let me stand over here in the shade before I get to my car. Whew, it is really hot. Man. So, today was a success. We got the cameras out. I was able to go to an area that I've always wanted to hike down. It was dry enough. I wish I had been on this side of my research area earlier in the season when it was cooler and it was dry. I would have loved to have gone, you know, back there earlier. Maybe even set up cameras back there, even though somebody else has. It's definitely some kind of agency's trail cams. It's not civilian. There's no doubt about that. You can tell by the box and everything and the way it's mounted. And this is a no hunting area. There's no hunting or anything. So I did find out you can fish though. They've opened it up that you can come out here and fish. But other than that, there's no hunting, camping. It's mostly for hiking and stuff like that. People are trying to convince me to get an e-bike. so I can get further back faster instead of all this hiking, because y'all have heard me say it, as far as you hike in, that's as far as you got to hike out, and you've got half the energy hiking out that you did when you went in. So especially this summer, so I try to get out here early as possible. Got out here before 8 a.m, a little bit before 8. It's just a little too dark at 7, but as the time changes a little bit, I'll get out here even earlier, and just to beat the heat. But man, by 10, 11, it's already in the either upper 80s or lower 90s. Humidity is really skyrocketed, especially after the rains yesterday. So we're getting a lot of humidity. But all in all, a good day. It was good to get out again and be in the woods and recharge my batteries. So if you get a chance, I was on the Bigfoot report last night, so check out that podcast, and they're really good guys. It's Wayne and Tiffany, fantastic people. Really enjoyed myself. The time just flew by. So we've already planned a part 2 on June 28th, so I'll be back on that show June 28th. But having a blast. Johnny Two Bears is out in the field as well this weekend. Hopefully he has some good stuff to come back with and talk about. Our next show is going to be a lot of fun, and that's coming up soon, and I'll get that information out to you guys as soon as I get closer to that date, because we just had a show. So this week, kind of got a week off, enjoy ourselves, get out in the field, and then so next weekend I'll be on the field, and then the following week after that we'll have another show. Other than that, everything is wonderful. God is good. Life is fantastic. And I hope every one of you guys have a fantastic weekend. Have a fantastic Memorial Day. Remember the reason for that day, please. As a veteran, it is not about veterans. It's about the veterans that gave it all. So recognize that fact. And you know, people get the two confused, Memorial Day and Veterans Day. But Memorial Day is a moment that we recognize those that have given everything. So God bless. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon.